You are looking for honest work, yes? Or something like honest work? Nisuzi has a task for you. We Bandari indulge in many passions, Walker. Song, dancing, sweet food, stories. But a cup of strong tea makes all these things better, yes? Nisuzi knows a place called the Tangle, where precious tea shrubs grow thick as senchmanes. Not just any tea. The Samar Pico, the finest tea in all of Tamriel. Mmm, such smooth, tannic flavor, such a sweet, citrusy finish. The mouth waters at the very thought, yes? Pluck the finest, tenderest leaves, and the Susie will see you well paid. Off you go, Walker. Swiftly now. Quick work brings quicker pay, yes?
Okay, hopefully you can hear me now. I should check the microphone before running these tests. Hi, my name is Joe, and welcome to, well, this is a very short edition of Joe Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel. Recently, I was looking on YouTube, and I was noticing that for some reason YouTube is not transcoding my videos very well. And so this is actually an experiment, so I'm just running this just as a capture test. The idea here is that I want to see if I can reliably record locally in a format that YouTube will like. I'm actually running two different video captures locally at different resolutions so that I can see how they will compare once they're transcoded by YouTube. And streaming all at the same time, so really giving the computer a bit of a workout. If you're curious, I'm recording with OBS and FRAPS simultaneously, which I've never actually tried before, but I thought to myself, well, is there any reason they couldn't both record the same video stream simultaneously? And I thought, well, not as far as I know. I mean, the only way to know is to find out and give it a try. So I need to run through a quick del so that we have a little action on the screen, because that's where I've been seeing the problems with the transcodes, is when the action gets intense, the pixels get really smeared and nasty looking. But I know that, something must have changed, at least at YouTube's end. I used to be able to record things that were all crystal clear and gorgeous all the time. So I'm going to see what I can do here. So, like I said, this is one big experiment. In fact, although I'm doing two separate recordings, I'm actually going to be doing three different videos from it on YouTube, because one will be uploading the FRAPS raw to YouTube and see if YouTube does a better job of transcoding than I do. Then two will be transcoding it myself with Handbrake and seeing if that looks okay. And then three is whatever OBS outputs.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
And then if I really feel the need, I've actually got another capture utility that can also do a little video output. But like I said, this is just an experiment. I'm going to run through this delve here real quick and be able to go back and look at my video later. And I'm trying to look for whether or not it's preserving the quality. So it's nice here that we have nice lighting and everything is sharp, so that we can go back and take a look and see how good or bad it all looks. Here is our next objective. I'm getting tea leaves in northern elsewhere, because as you can see, this tea is to die for. And in order to get the tea leaves, my Khajiit will kill you. After all, someone says gold, I say, who do I have to stab? that was easy. I was expecting to do a little bit more fighting. I would like to have some special effects here going. All right. You guys are making it too easy. I guess, here, let me see. Maybe someone ran through this right before I did. Let's actually get some fighting in here in the dark.
You lead.
Come at me, bro. These lightning effects are really good for judging how good or bad the transcoding goes. You know, looking to see, does the light smear, does it have problems. Now, I've noticed it seems to look pretty good on Twitch. I don't know what YouTube changed about the way that they are transcoding recently. That seems to be yucking things up. Yeah, because I recorded 1080p and 60 FPS, and so I thought, well, it'll be 1-to-1, and that should make things easier. I'd be interested in hearing feedback from anybody who has gone through this. Would it be better to record at 1440p and allow it to step it down to 1080p so as details are lost, they still look pretty sharp? I'm trying to avoid things looking funny. I want it to all look as sharp as possible. I hate terror birds.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
I'm just testing out the various different spell effects so that I have more graphics to look at on the screen.
Beck, I hope you're watching.
Flank! No!
FRAPS is a little brutal in terms of its recordings, so this capture file is going to be immense. But if YouTube's algorithm has changed for transcoding to where they're dropping even more details than before, then it might just be worth it in order to get the quality that I'm looking for. I've got plenty of hard drive space available, so. And I've got dedicated computers that can sit there and transcode these things and chew them up later, so that I don't have to store that raw file. I just want the best possible quality for the audience. Joe Helsifer says, "Hey Joe, it looks good from here." Well, I have no doubt that the Twitch version looks good. It's the local recordings that are been a concern. So when I put things up on YouTube, I don't know, something lately has made it to where it'll look sharp on Twitch, and then YouTube just turns it into, it looks like finger painting. Really awful stuff. So here, let's get a nice pan of the horizon. So like I said, this is just a quick test, and then I'm going to have to shut down and then feed the raw video to the transcoder. And then upload the raw video to YouTube and compare. How does Handbrake do for transcoding versus what YouTube does for transcoding? So that's why I've got the characters' names above their head, and see it's on various different backgrounds to see how well sharp the text will show up once it gets transcoded. Let's see, is there any dragon fights available? Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is. You know what? Let's go jump in on a dragon fight. Looks like this one just got started. So this will also help for our video test. Hopefully there are enough people there to make it worthwhile, but as long as we get the effects, that's the idea here. By the way, if you're just joining me on Twitch, hi, my name is Joe, and welcome to another edition of Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel. This is a short one. I'm just going through some technical tests as I test various different capture methods. So I'm streaming on Twitch, and it should look okay. At least the monitor I'm looking at as I monitor the stream looks pretty good. And then I'm actually capturing at multiple bit rates with different capture programs all at the same time. So I'd even been considering, and I was wondering if anyone has any experience with this, getting a dedicated capture card and testing it out. Of course, this is an R9 3900X with a 2080 Super, and I'm using the NVENC encoder. Well, I take that back. I'm using the NVIDIA encoder for one capture program, and the other capture program is just using the CPU in order to capture this stuff raw. So actually that'll be a very good test. So we'll see, how it's doing it using the NVIDIA encoder versus just going straight to the CPU. After all, the 3900X is a 12-core, 24-thread chip. So yeah, it's got threads to spare for transcoding. Looks like this dragon's going down. Oh, darn it! Damn dragon. Oh, he got me. I didn't even get a chance to light off anything. I'm still on the soul tear here. I am not dying for you, dragon. Well, that was quick. Shoot, I was hoping to light off one of my ultimates. Well, here, let's see if we can start a fight someplace else. And no other dragons have landed, but there's usually a mob around here that would like to have a good time. Oh, terror birds. Well, terror birds are nobody's friends. Matter of fact, the more the merrier.
I guess this is a fight now.
Oh, come on. Are you stealing my terror bird?
Flashy may get noticed, but style gets remembered.
And this is more than the terror birds need, but I just want to see the effects in my recording. Yeah, that's way overkill for terror birds, but... Oh, speaking of terror birds, if you weren't aware of it, in ESO this month, if you keep logging every day, you will get a terror bird as a pet.
I never used to fight this much, until I met you.
There we go. I like to try and get lighting effects, especially in darkened areas. Again, it helps with my testing. This is just wanton killing for the sake of wanton killing.
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
Okay, so that probably, well, actually here, there's one little visual effect that we can add to this just for fun. So here, let's see. Again, I always like light and darkened places. So this way I can see how the light reflects off the character and whether or not the transcoding smears that and yucks up all the pixels. See, we can get a good look at our little character here and see all the details, and hopefully they stay nice and sharp. Okay, so that'll be the end of this little video test here. Join me next time here on Joe Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel for, well, a little bit more fun. Whoops. The scorpions are saying, hey, it's not over yet. It's like, well, it is for you. Okay, so that's the end of this video capture and stream test. See you next time.